we remember the victims of 9/11.
And thank you, County Executive Spano, for inviting me to speak. I thank all of the officials who are here.
Chairman of the Board of Legislators, William Ryan.
We're also joined today by the wind and the rain. And that's okay because they're important elements of nature. They play a role in this miracle of life that we have on this planet. The Parks Department got the tents up just in the nick of time, and we'll work through this. I have with me this morning members of the Board of Legislators, and I expect that there'll be perhaps a few more joining before the program is over. But with me up here at the podium is Legislator Vito Pinto, Legislator Peter Harcum, Legislator Jose Alvarado, and Legislator Ken Jenkins. So we'll do many things today, but we begin today with a gathering. It feels like family, and we're here for the very important reason of paying tribute, of honoring those who died on this day 8 years ago. And as the county executive said, it's hard to believe that that much time has passed already. And here we are today, September 11th, 2009, and we're still trying to do
at the highest level of government. I'm starting with Jenny Schutrick of Peekskill. Would you please come forward? Jenny has been has been a community volunteer for 45 years, more than 45 years, and was nominated by her friend Rosemary Boyle last year. Some of the organizations to which she has donated her time are the Hudson Valley Hospital Center, where she is a certified chaplain and helps many families deal with the stress of illness and death, and St. Columbanus School and Church, where she has been an active member and has been teaching CCD to school children for more than 45 years. Jenny has also helped raise money for the Hudson Valley Mental Health Organization. She volunteers for several food pantries in her community and is well known for her never-ending devotion, kindness, and compassion for the homeless and hungry. She is a special individual who has a unique gift of listening and provides comfort to people facing any kind of personal challenge. Jenny, your personal commitment is an inspiration to all who know you and is something to be admired and recognized. I've also learned that Jenny is celebrating her birthday today, so please join me in wishing her happy birthday. I'm inviting Mayor Mary Foster Peekskill up to present, co-present. Okay. There we go. All right, so who's going?
Clearly not a choreographed activity. I just want to say congratulations, Jenny. And I think what is fitting, what we will see today, is that those we're honoring have been giving of themselves to their communities for decades. And I met Jenny for the first time about 2 months ago. She came up and introduced herself to me at an event happening in the town of Portland. And what is also very interesting is even though Jenny lives in Peekskill, she also works for the town of Portland in the Corporation Counsel's office. Town attorneys, well, lawyers are lawyers, whatever we want to call them, right, Tom? And so congratulations, Jenny. And I know somewhere there is a proclamation from Supervisor Puglisi at one of these tables.
Our next honoree is also from Peekskill. Tuesday McDonald, if you could please come forward this way. Okay. Tuesday was nominated by Judith Johnson, a colleague and the superintendent for the Peekskill School District, as a member of the Peekskill City School Board, School District Board for 11 years.
I'm just going to say something very brief. For those who know Tuesday, you can't imagine for someone who looks so young that she has done all that she has done.
Richard Moore, could you please come forward? Richard was nominated by Thomas Meyer, his friend and the county's Director of Veterans Affairs. Richard served in the U.S. Army of Occupation. Richard was served in the Elks as Exalted Ruler of the Yonkers Lodge, Vice President of the State Association, District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler, State Secretary, President of the New York State's Elks Association, and as a Grand Esteemed Lecturing Knight, which is the third highest position in the country of the Elks. And I'd like to invite Tom Meyer to come forward and...
First, just let me thank all of our representatives up here for remembering our soldiers. I am the Director of Veteran Services, and it's nice to remember those who are still serving and still sacrificing. I'd also like to take some personal privilege to introduce another friend of both Richard and ours, a longtime friend, who has for the last 7 years gone down to Washington on September 11th to remember his sister, who he lost on September 11, 2001, Richard Hallaby. He didn't go down this year, he stayed up here. You know how we feel about it. I talk about Dick Moore for a minute. He's known me since I was a kid. He'll tell you readily that he helped change my diapers. I think my mother left me to babysit him and my dad. But between those two gentlemen, my dad and Dick Moore, that's where I learned my values. That's where I learned how to serve my country and my state and my county and my community. And it's my pleasure to nominate him for this award.
Shapiro of Pleasantville, could you please come forward? There you are. And I'd like to invite Mayor Peter Shri up to come. There you are, Peter.
Alan, I am here to represent the village of Pleasantville, and thank you so much for all you have done. One of the pleasures of being a elected official is that I realize on a daily basis, and especially on days like this, how deep the roster is. I will hand to you this proclamation that makes tomorrow, Saturday, September 12th, Alan Shapiro, Mayor of the Village of Pleasantville.
Mary Beth was nominated by the Town of Bedford Supervisor Lee Roberts. Mary Beth has shown outstanding leadership as she has raised public awareness about global warming. But have Peter Harcum and Legislator Peter Harcum, I should say, and Supervisor Lee Roberts up here.
Good afternoon. Mary Beth Cass represents all that is wonderful in Bedford, and we salute her and thank her for all she has done for our community. Thank you all.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you and with Supervisor Roberts and all of my colleagues.
Barbara is also an adoptive mother. I think we got our little guy here. Her kindness, care, and compassion are to be commended. And I'd like to invite Commissioner Moon to please come up.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I think we don't do justice to what Barbara has done. When we talk about that she runs our program, she developed our program. I can remember 6 years ago when she came into my office and said, we need to do something for our foster kids. We need to make their lives a little bit better on Christmas. And I said to her, go ahead, but you're going to have to do this on your own time because we just don't have the time.
I'd like to ask Vito Pinto to come up here. Let's all recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, there's food in the back. If you're hungry, go back there. Eat. And as we remember the victims of...
You're watching the WestchesterNews.com.
As we remember the victims of 9/11, remember the victims of